KHC Radio. Brought to you by Kisses and Hugs Club.
This devotional is titled 5 Things You Should Not Ask from a Lady, Part 3, authored by Dunamis and Sophia Okunowo. So far, we've looked at 3 things. 1. Do not ask her to stay over before marriage. 2. Do not ask her for money repeatedly. 3. Do not ask her for Jero trap. Today, we'll continue with the last 2. 4. Do not ask her to deny her God. There are 3 things that are so important to a lady. These 3 things are the most important when it comes to her fulfillment and productivity in life. When a lady misses out on any of these 3, the consequences can often be debilitating. What are these 3 things? Number 1, her God. Number 2, her spouse and family. Number 3, her career and purpose in life. However, out of the 3, the most important and the foundational is her God. Therefore, as a man, one thing you should not ask a lady to do is to deny her God, either directly or in a subtle way. Her relationship with God is what will determine her success in her relationship or marriage with you. A wise man will not muzzle the faith of his wife. A matured man will not be intimidated by her spirituality, but will rather encourage it. Do not ask a lady to compromise and disobey her God because of you. When you try to manipulate her that way, a serious emotional breakdown looms. When a lady is spiritually defective, it manifests itself in emotional upheaval and breakdown. Her God is her strength. Her God is a secret to her vibrancy. Her service to God is her rhythm. That is why, as a lady, if you suddenly see this depressive air on you, unexplainable despondency trying to engage you, check when you last read your Bible or prayed in the Spirit. As a single lady, go after God with all your life. Serve Him with your time, talent, and treasure. Spend your time with God and give your resources to support His work. When you do that, you're setting up yourself for imminent greatness. You know why? God can never owe you. Before you fall in love with that man, make sure you have fallen in love with your Maker. That is the order. Before you walk down the aisle, make sure you are in a walk with your God. Before you say yes to Him, be sure to have said yes, first of all, to the lover of your soul. The lover of your soul then ensures and leads you to the lover of your body and soul. Number 5. Do not ask her to disrespect her parents. A man should never encourage his fiancée or wife to disrespect her parents. That would be one of the greatest mistakes to make. When you ask her to do that or teach her to do that, you are invariably teaching her how to disrespect you in marriage. You see, if she can flagrantly disobey and disregard her parents without remorse, she will do that to you as well, given the circumstance. Everything in life is like a seed. Women are tremendous multipliers. So watch what kind of seed you are sowing into her before the harvest rises up like a gigantic edifice. Give a woman some ingredients and she does some magic and gives you a pot of stew. Give a woman a house and she gives a home, for there is a huge difference between a house and a home. There is a difference between a married couple and housemates. Give to a woman spermatozoon and 9 months later she gives you a bouncing baby. The same way, give a woman some frustration and woe betides such a man. Give her wind and she gives you whirlwind. Give her peace of mind and enjoy the peace of God that passeth all understanding. The same way, if you force her into Jero trap with you, you may be teaching her how to be unfaithful to God and to you eventually. Whatever you give to her, she will give back to you pressed down, shaken together and running over. This does not mean a man is responsible for what a lady does all the time, but certainly a man is usually the greatest influence over his fiancée or wife. Be careful what you're teaching her and what you're sowing into her. Confession for the day. I put God first place in my life. Prayer for the day. Lord, empower me to do thy will at all times. Thought for the day. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife, as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7, King James Version. Action plan for the day. Decide to sow a good seed into her today. Thank you, and God bless you. This devotional was read by Paul Alumona.
This is KHC Radio, brought to you by Kisses and Hugs Club.